Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. I'm Jennifer, and I'm here with my amazing co-host, Elizabeth. How are you doing today, Elizabeth?
Hi, Jennifer. I'm doing great, thanks. I'm really excited about today's topic because it's something that can truly transform our lives: how to build better habits. Whether you're looking to start a new habit or break an old one, the strategies we're going to share today will help you make lasting changes.
Absolutely. Habits are the building blocks of our daily lives, and they play a huge role in shaping who we are and what we achieve. By building better habits, we can create positive changes that stick. Today, we're going to discuss practical tips and strategies for creating new habits, sticking to them, and overcoming obstacles along the way.
Before we dive in, I just want to remind everyone to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos. We're here to help you make positive changes and live your best life.
And if you've been enjoying our content, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Your support really helps us keep creating these videos for you.
So, Jennifer, let's start with the basics. Why are habits so important? Habits are the routines and behaviors that we repeat regularly, often without even thinking about them. They're automatic, which means they don't require a lot of mental effort. This is why building good habits can have such a big impact on our lives. They become second nature and lead to long-term benefits.
That's a great point. Good habits can help us reach our goals more efficiently, whether it's getting fit, becoming more productive, or improving our relationships. On the other hand, bad habits can hold us back and make it harder to achieve our goals. The key is to focus on building habits that align with the person you want to become.
Exactly. And one of the most important steps in building better habits is to start small. It's tempting to want to make big changes all at once, but this can be overwhelming and lead to burnout. Instead, start with small, manageable changes that you can easily incorporate into your daily routine. Over time, these small changes will add up to big results.
Yes, starting small is crucial. For example, if your goal is to start exercising regularly, begin with just 5 or 10 minutes a day. Once that becomes a habit, you can gradually increase the time. This approach makes it easier to stick with your new habit because it doesn't feel like a huge change.
That's a great example. Another important tip is to be consistent. Habits are formed through repetition, so it's important to practice your new habit every day, or at least as regularly as possible. The more consistent you are, the quicker the habit will become automatic.
Definitely. Consistency is key to making a habit stick. It's also helpful to tie your new habit to an existing one. This is known as habit stacking. For example, if you already have a habit of making coffee in the morning, you could stack a new habit on top of it, like writing in a journal for 5 minutes while your coffee brews.
Habit stacking is a powerful technique because it leverages the habits you already have. By linking a new habit to an established one, you create a trigger that makes it easier to remember and stick with the new behavior.
Absolutely. And another tip is to set clear and specific goals for your new habit. Vague goals like, I want to eat healthier, are hard to follow through on because they're not actionable. Instead, set a specific goal like, I will eat a salad for lunch every day. This gives you a clear target to aim for.
Yes, setting specific goals makes it easier to track your progress and stay motivated. It's also helpful to write down your goals and keep them somewhere visible, like on your fridge or in your planner. This serves as a daily reminder of what you're working towards.
Definitely. And while we're on the topic of motivation, it's important to focus on the reasons why you want to build a new habit. Understanding your why can help you stay committed, especially when the initial excitement wears off. Ask yourself, why is this habit important to me? How will it improve my life?
That's a great point. Connecting your habit to a deeper purpose makes it more meaningful and helps you stay motivated in the long run. It's also a good idea to reward yourself for sticking with your habit. Small rewards can reinforce the positive behavior and make it more enjoyable.
Absolutely. Rewards are a great way to celebrate your progress and keep yourself motivated. The key is to choose rewards that are healthy and align with your goals. For example, if you're building a habit of exercising regularly, a reward could be treating yourself to a new workout outfit.
Yes, and speaking of motivation, another effective strategy is to track your progress. Keeping a habit tracker or journal where you record your daily progress can help you stay accountable and see how far you've come. It's also a great way to identify any patterns or obstacles that might be holding you back.
Tracking your progress is so important because it gives you a clear picture of your journey. It's also incredibly satisfying to see those check marks add up as you stick with your habit. And if you ever miss a day, don't be too hard on yourself. Just get back on track as soon as possible.
That's a great reminder. Building habits is a journey, and it's normal to have setbacks. What matters is how you respond to them. Instead of giving up, use setbacks as learning opportunities to figure out what went wrong and how you can adjust your approach.
Exactly. And on that note, let's take a call from one of our viewers who wants to share their experience with building better habits. Let's take the call. Hi there, you're on the air with Jennifer and Elizabeth. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Hi, Jennifer. Hi, Elizabeth. My name is Jake, and I'm calling from Sydney, Australia. I've been following your channel for a while, and I really appreciate all the advice you share. I've been working on building better habits, and I wanted to share what's been working for me.
Hi, Jake. It's great to hear from you. Thanks for calling in. What strategies have you been using to build better habits?
Well, one thing that's really helped me is using habit stacking, like you mentioned. I started by adding a 5-minute meditation practice right after brushing my teeth in the morning. It was a small change, but it's made a big difference in helping me start my day with a clear mind. Now I'm gradually increasing the time as it becomes more of a routine.
That's fantastic, Jake. Habit stacking is such an effective way to introduce new behaviors into your routine. It's great to hear that it's been working for you and that you're seeing positive results.
Absolutely. Sounds like you're making great progress. Do you have any other tips for our viewers who might be struggling to build new habits?
I would also recommend tracking your progress, like you mentioned. I use a habit tracker app on my phone, and it's really motivating to see the streaks build up. Even on days when I don't feel like it, I'm encouraged to keep going because I don't want to break the streak.
That's excellent advice, Jake. Tracking your progress is a powerful way to stay motivated and hold yourself accountable. Thank you so much for sharing your tips with us.
Yes, thank you, Jake. We really appreciate you calling in, and we're so glad to hear that you're making progress with your habits. Keep up the great work.
Thank you both so much. Have a great day.
You too, Jake. Take care.
Bye, Jake.
That was such a great call. It's always inspiring to hear from our viewers and learn about the strategies they're using to build better habits.
Yes, Jake's advice about habit stacking and tracking your progress is so valuable. It's all about making small, consistent changes that add up over time.
Absolutely. So, let's move on to some more tips for building better habits. Another important strategy is to plan for obstacles. Life is unpredictable, and there will be times when sticking to your habit is challenging. By anticipating potential obstacles and having a plan in place, you can increase your chances of success.
That's a great point. For example, if your goal is to exercise every morning, think about what might get in the way, maybe a late night at work or feeling too tired. Plan for these situations by having a backup plan, like a shorter workout or a different time of day when you can exercise.
Definitely. Planning for obstacles helps you stay on track even when things don't go as planned. It's also helpful to have an accountability partner, someone who can check in with you and encourage you to stick with your habit. Whether it's a friend, family member, or coach, having someone to support you can make a big difference.
Yes, having an accountability partner adds an extra layer of motivation. It's much harder to skip a workout or miss a habit when you know someone else is counting on you or will check in on your progress.
Absolutely. And another tip is to make your habit enjoyable. The more enjoyable a habit is, the more likely you are to stick with it. Find ways to make your habit fun, whether it's by listening to your favorite music while you exercise, turning your habit into a game, or rewarding yourself after completing it.
Making your habit enjoyable is such a great strategy. When you look forward to your habit, it becomes something you want to do rather than something you have to do. It's all about finding what works for you and makes the process enjoyable.
Definitely. And while we're on the topic of enjoyment, Another tip is to practice self-compassion. Building new habits takes time, and it's important to be kind to yourself along the way. If you slip up or miss a day, don't beat yourself up. Instead, acknowledge the setback, learn from it, and get back on track.
That's such an important point. Self-compassion helps you stay motivated and prevents you from getting discouraged when things don't go perfectly. Remember, building habits is a journey, and it's okay to have ups and downs along the way.
Absolutely. And finally, a tip that's often overlooked: celebrate your successes, no matter how small. Every time you complete your habit, take a moment to acknowledge your progress and give yourself credit for sticking with it. Celebrating your successes reinforces the positive behavior and keeps you motivated.
Yes, celebrating your successes is a great way to stay motivated and build momentum. It's important to recognize and appreciate the progress you're making, even if it's just a small step forward.
Absolutely. And for our viewers, if you're enjoying this conversation and finding these tips helpful, make sure to like the video and share it with others. Your support really helps us continue to create content that helps you build better habits and make lasting changes.
And don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. We've got plenty more videos coming your way, covering everything from personal development to productivity tips.
So, before we wrap up, let's do a quick recap of today's tips. We talked about starting small, being consistent, using habit stacking, setting specific goals, and focusing on your why.
We also covered rewarding yourself, tracking your progress, planning for obstacles, having an accountability partner, making your habit enjoyable, practicing self-compassion, and celebrating your successes. These tips will help you build better habits and create positive changes that last.
Remember, building better habits is a process, and it takes time. Stay patient, stay committed, and keep working towards your goals. You're capable of amazing things.
Thank you so much for joining us today. Keep practicing these strategies, stay motivated, and enjoy the journey of building better habits. You're making great progress every day.
We'll see you in the next video. Take care and happy habit building.
Bye for now.